Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Children of Morta, where as we load into the game today, Kevin is still gone, of course. Everyone's, well, I guess his siblings don't look too worried. Linda probably is. Lucy seems largely unconcerned, but we don't know. Not sure what Ben is talking about there. If he's also thinking about Kevin, probably. But most importantly, we see his parents sitting there and, being obviously very, very worried. And I don't know, it's just a couple of pixels, but I feel like they're getting those emotions across really well. Or maybe I'm just already emotionally attached to these characters. I guess I am. Is he lost or is he hiding? Both are two different things, Margaret is musing. Right. Just one little thing that I just can't get out of my head for some reason, and I don't know why I get so hung up about it, is that I feel like I almost feel like we missed some tiny little cutscene or some little bit of dialogue in between that training montage with Kevin, getting those daggers, and then his mother telling Ben to stop it out of concern for her son, and then him just being gone and everyone being worried. I'm not saying that we needed to see Kevin sneaking off in the middle of the night, because that part is easy enough. Oh hey, I did not notice that black cat in the tree there. Interesting. I wonder if it's always there. Anyway, yeah, I'm not saying that we needed to see that, because that part is obvious, and we can't just fill that in for ourselves. But I feel like at least we should have seen the family, noticing him being gone for the first time and voicing their concern about that, rather than just cutting to one day later when everyone's already aware of the fact and worried and thinking about what to do about it. I don't know why why that irks me so much. It really doesn't. It's just I don't know. We're gonna jump back in, and no, we cannot play as Kevin. I didn't think we would be able to, but it would have been pretty cool. Maybe we will encounter him, and we will encounter him eventually, I suppose. But either way, for the time being, I'm just going to jump into another Linda run, and I'm not sure what happens when the game cuts out for a second here during these initial loading screens.
And dangerous. Oh. Would they be able to find Kevin, or would the spider's lair trap Kevin first?
Okay, so he is here. Theoretically, he could have run just off into the forest or somewhere, but I guess it makes sense that he would be trying to, solve this mystery by himself, or help with the family trying to solve this mystery, and thus going to the same place that his sister and father are exploring. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't remember. It's fine. I might remember. Oh, hey. Didn't think that I was going to get a streak there. Not that it helped much. Alright. Got a gemstone immediately. That's always nice. Maybe I was just going to say something to the extent of, that I'm not expecting this run to go as well as the previous one. The fact that we did end up dying notwithstanding.
Can
another
the
chance
body
at this
endure the mind's gamble?
I don't know, can it? I tried the middle and the right last time, and of course I expected to be random every time, but might as well. Oh, wait. That just spawned enemies. No immediate... ouch? No immediate ouch. No immediate damage. So maybe it's not necessarily always instant damage. Hit him, please. Wow. I did not do particularly well on this one. Yeah, I was just trying to roll away from the tile immediately, and I did. I don't know if that actually avoids the damage on the instant damage version. Or if trying to roll off it spawns enemies instead to, well, punish you for trying to cheat the system or something. I don't know. I think it's really just different variants. And one kind spawns enemies, the other one just damages you. Which still feels kind of mean. I mean, I'm assuming that damage can very well kill you, and it's not a trivial amount either. Out of here. Okay. Right, we have unlocked the second tier. What was this? While standing still, Linda's damage increases with each arrow loosed. I mean, that's nice. But I feel like I want to get this new active ability here. That might make a difference. I mean, I've been thinking about how I could possibly, or what I would need to be able to handle that spider boss. With Linda specifically, I mean, she's just fine in normal levels where she can basically kite enemies around indefinitely, but in that very confined space, which is on top of that usually plastered with, you know, movement slowing webs on the ground. That completely disables all of her advantages. It just makes her super vulnerable, and yeah, makes it so that killing enemies takes forever, and that spider boss is, you know, he or she was just spawning more enemies incessantly. Which makes sense, you know, I would do the same in her shoes anyway. Linda focuses to temporarily push her abilities to the max, drastically increasing her attack speed. I mean, yeah, that seems useful, and of course it's basically necessary to get, just because it synergizes with so many later skills. And this one is getting expensive to upgrade. So yeah, definitely makes sense to put a couple points into these easy to get skills. Obviously putting at least 1 point into each one is kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, for the time being I'm gonna do this one. So press LT. You have unlocked Guardian's Rage. Primary attacks now fill your rage. Oh! That uses rage. Ah, interesting. When fully charged, you can activate Guardian's Rage by pressing LT. So, yeah. It doesn't have a cooldown, but you cannot just use that all the time. Well, it makes sense to limit the usage of that, because it sounds like something really good. You know, really powerful. Oh wow, that hit much further away than I thought. Typically that ability tends to target the enemy closest to her. At least that's what it felt like. But yeah, in both of these cases now it actually hit the enemy furthest away. Huh. Interesting. No! It's so hard to keep these chains going. I mean, all it does is give you extra money, but then again, extra money is, you know... Money is the biggest resource right now, because it unlocks permanent upgrades for every single character. Not sure why I felt the need to point that out so specifically and explicitly. But well, that's what it is. We did upgrade our damage since last time. Damage and speed? I think? Yeah, that's the two things that we bought last time, right? I mean, the speed increases are kind of small. Just fractions of a percentage. But I guess between the very initial stuff... Wow, that's mean. I didn't see those. Also, we haven't really been getting any health drops this run. Oh well. So, I'm a little bit worried. Not that I'm not normally going to play carefully, but I suppose I should do so now, specifically. More than ever. Ooh, wow. Good thing I didn't get stuck there. I feel like I'm... Yeah, I didn't fully explore over here. And typically the exit is going to be farther away from the spawn point in an area, so it makes sense to explore the forks in the road that are closer to the entrance, starting room, first, before they... and because they are typically gonna be dead ends. Anyway, again stating the obvious here, but what else am I gonna talk about? Right, yeah, I guess I'd never finished the sentence, but between the initial unupgraded starting speed, and this, it's probably pretty noticeable if you put it side by side. I mean, it's a total of 3 upgrades, 3 increases, right? 2 that I bought with money for 0.5% each. Or, well, it's not percent, it's, we start at an arbitrary number. I think we started at 7.5, then we upgraded to 8, then 8.5, and then Linda's ability, or Linda's, yeah, passive skill increases it by 0.7. Oops. There's a little bit of a delay after you press the button before it switches to the next tab, which is kind of weird. Wait, where is it? Dude, movement speed, there it is, holy crap, why did I skip it so many times? Yeah, exactly, 8.5 plus 7. Okay, it hit more or less where I wanted it to, although didn't ultimately do too much. So our rage meter still has not filled, huh? It takes a bunch of kills to fill, apparently. I wonder how long it lasts. It's really gonna be the game changer that I need for the boss fight. Obviously, I want to make absolutely sure that I have that charge for the boss. Although there are quite a bunch of enemies to kill in the boss fight itself, so there's obviously ways to recharge it during the fight. But, you know, getting there, living long enough, and killing enough enemies to actually make use of that in combat refill, you know, it's obviously less than guaranteed. Oh, it did not hit the individual enemy. I mean, it would be cool if it just targeted the largest cluster of enemies. But I wonder if it's just completely random, just some enemy focusing on some enemy that's currently visible. I don't know. Maybe there is more of a pattern that I'm just not... that I just haven't been paying attention to, or, you know, haven't had a chance to pay attention to while also focusing on everything else that's going on. Maybe it's more apparent when you're just watching it. If so, if you do notice some sort of pattern, feel free to let me know. I mean, the most likely explanation is that it's just plain random. Stand up there, yes. The only path forward. Okay. Final room, and our first item.
Who could have possessed such a powerful object?
Become temporarily invisible. Oh, okay. Invisible, but probably still vulnerable to things that happen to hit you. So maybe mostly useful for getting away. I wonder if enemies will actually notice you if you attack during invisibility. You might get a chance to figure out the details of how this item works. We did not get another... Ooh. Oh, wow, that's nasty. You just spawned there. Hit the boss? I don't think it hit the boss. Actually, why don't we use this? Okay, so enemies do not notice me while I'm invisible, but also worth noting that invisibility does not last for very long. And there were some small enemies here that I didn't see. Not a huge deal, didn't take a lot of damage at all. We did get a key though, which is perfect. Again, you do get stunned for a second while opening chests, and enemies do not care about that. They will just keep coming. Alright, more money. 300. Decent. That by itself won't really... Well, it will buy us the next health upgrade, so we already have something, some guaranteed upgrade. Oh boy. I wonder if I can hit something off screen. Well, I mean, I might. But there just really wasn't much here at all. Except, ooh, oh no, I got stuck. That is the worst. I mean, I can actually do this, and they will theoretically get damaged. Huh. That unfortunately targeted some sort of enemy almost off the screen. Oh well, okay, he died to something. Not actually sure what killed him there. Almost looked like he was standing in his own pool of acid, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't damage him. Unless it does? Oh. Well, anyway. That worked out alright. Got 2 heals out of it, which is definitely helpful. Okay. Another key. Nice, nice. Really easy to get a bad angle at a for a roll and just be momentarily stuck against a wall. Which, you know, when you're rolling in the first place because you're probably surrounded by enemies, that's that can definitely end up being very nasty very quickly.
This object with great power.
Okay, Heaven's Justice, Divine Rally, call forth a sword of the divine to damage enemies. I mean, I'm not convinced that this invisibility is doing much for me. It seemed to last extremely for an extremely short duration, or maybe it does break when you're attacking while spell. It's very possible, but either way, it's, I don't know. Just getting away from enemies isn't really typically the problem. I mean, it's very possible that my words will come back to haunt me shortly. But, well. I don't know. In general, I just like the idea of having more offensive options. Oh, we get a little bit of a streak here, and I don't know what that is. Well, we're gonna lose it here. Is that... what is that? I can't shoot it. I can't pick it up. Oh, it's probably a rage potion. Now that we have a rage skill, those will start to drop. I see. Yeah, our rage is full. So I can now use her super ability, but obviously there's going to be a boss at the end of this floor, right? And I don't know how much that fills. It's probably not a full refill, if I had to guess, so I'm not going to take any chances here. As much as I would like to find out more specifics about... Huh? Interesting, I hit the button there when no enemies was on screen. I wonder if it didn't fire because of that or because of some kind of delay or something. Maybe it will only go off if there is something to hit me in. Because it does seek an enemy. That's probably what it is. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I would like to find out how long that rage even lasts and stuff, but I mean, ultimately, it's, I don't really need to know that beforehand. I will learn sooner or later. Please hit the enemy there. Thank you. Luckily, he didn't feel like attacking either, so it's all good. More money. Of course, at least so far, we have not gone on that little tangent with the weird bird creature like last time, so you're missing out on those, what, 500 money or so that we found last time. I mean, that being said, yeah, we're still making some decent cash. Oh, that thing just didn't have anything. Fair enough. Let's see here. We have not actually explored all that much on this floor. Oh, hi. Oh, it's the first spitting spider. Spawning spider. Nice, nice. I've been wondering where those were hiding for this run. Ooh, hit that. Nice. That's satisfying. And again. Okay, could not get the right angle there. There we go. Very nice. Oh, don't take unnecessary damage. I would really hate to... Well, actually, we are not fully healed. The game has been really rather stingy with health drops compared to last run. And I would definitely like to start the boss fight with full health at least. Otherwise I feel like I wouldn't even have a fighting chance. Okay, oh wow, didn't see the spikes, good thing I was on the move. This is... oh hey.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far?
Again.
The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered.
Book of Rhea, obelisk remembrance.
Had to return home in order to understand what had occurred.
Okay. What exactly did we unlock? Codex? No. Still no documents or anything. Obelisk of Swiftness. Obelisk. Okay, so this is an obelisk. Of course, this time around we don't have the item that heals us when using obelisks. Move at a greater speed for a limited duration. Oh, that's just... wait. Oh, that's just a temporary buff. Awesome. Are we gonna squander that completely? Hello. Cannot talk to you this time. Huh. Interesting. So obelisks are just, well, like shrines in Diablo that give you a temporary buff. Oh. Oh, those are unlocked now! Yeah, of course, we had seen these. Receive more experience for a limited duration. Yes. And you can only have one. Okay, well, fair enough. Okay, so now once they're unlocked, they're everywhere. Well, maybe not everywhere, but definitely plentiful. Okay, well, that's neat. More experience is nice. Do we see anywhere how long that's gonna last? Oh yeah, of course we do. What's this?
Welcome, friend.
Oh, the shop.
Don't mind the occasional bloodstain on the merchandise.
I see. So stuff has been owned by someone else before? I left there because I wanted to. Oh no, little puppy. Don't hurt him. Because I wanted to possibly find some enemies and make some use of this shrine buff.
Love had motivated this mother to lay down her life for her.
Oh no. Can we save him? Come on. You wouldn't just kill that pup in front of me, right, game? Oh wow, there's a lot more enemies here. Summon that? Oh, that whiffed completely. That's unfortunate. Okay, the pup is fine actually. They all shifted their attention over to me, which is, you know, good in this case. Oh, you can please move? I think I was stuck on something or something. On something or something. Either or.
While love now compelled the young one to try and rouse her from eternal slumber. And it would be love welcoming the new orphan among the Bergsons.
Well, wolf cub rescued. I mean, not much of a dog person myself, although I guess wolves are slightly better than dogs. But, well, how could you not find that little thing cute? Wolf cub rescued, huh? Okay. Well, not something we can do anything with immediately, but it sounds like we might get some sort of animal companion that might accompany us on future runs. That would be awesome. Okay. Well, it's, we still have that swiftness buff. that we can take into the boss fight. Not sure how much good that's gonna do, but we have it. And of course now we can check this out in peace. So there's just people hanging out here. Huh. Don't mind me. I don't want to accidentally attack anyone, although I don't think this is a game where you can do that. You know, just casually kill NPCs and screw yourself Dark Souls style. It doesn't seem like the kind of game that would do that. Oh. Really not sure why there are so many seemingly random people hanging out in these very dangerous monster-infested caves, but at least they're pretty safe in here. Okay, some extra money. Now let's see. Hearty Invigoration Charm temporarily increases rage gain. Oh, okay. Oh, that costs gemstones. Interesting. Well, health globe. Okay. I mean, we aren't fully healed, but we're not missing that much? I don't know. I might end up getting that anyway, just so we can start with full health. Rebirth, Divine Grace, upon receiving a fatal blow, revive at a modest portion of maximum health. Yeah, I mean, we can't get any of these, either of these big things. I mean, the totem of warding, putting that in the boss room, you know, to kill things for me, honestly, that would probably be pretty good. Not sure if this... I mean, then again, the room is rather small, so this Heavenly Sword thingy is probably gonna hit something whenever I summon it. So... yeah, I mean, it's pretty unlikely that it's just gonna miss everything. What's this? Relic Slot Machine. Reroll all Divine Graces. Interesting. Divine Graces are these things. Oh, wait, no, that's a Divine Grace. Okay, that's just a... Divine Graces are the passives. These are Divine Relics. Right. So, I mean, yeah, I would really like to have this, but gemstones are kind of hard to come by. I mean, now I know that there are more uses for them than just, you know, than just opening chests. If I had known that, would I have saved them? I don't know. Well, either way, I could get this. Rage gain temporarily. This is obviously not going to do anything. I think I'm just going to go for this one. That healed me, and we could get multiple. I see. Good to know. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna get this swiftness thingy. Hope that it persists into the boss fight. It might not. Okay. Well, I mean, it is still there. So maybe I shouldn't be wasting time breaking pots for paltry amounts of gold.
All
here we are.
8 eyes.
Yep, same boss again.
So willing to walk
as expected at this point.
Tomb.
Summon the thing right away? Okay. Oh god. This is... right. Do that. Thanks. Definitely try to kill those big guys. Oh no. Wait, didn't I do the thing? Oh, okay. Oh no. Ah, wasting all my opportunities. There, get a lot of damage in. Kill those guys. And the rage is already over. That guy just missed me, and I don't know how to tell when the big spider is gonna drop. I mean, okay, there is actually a tell. Oh no! Crap! There totally is, and I... What? Hey, you didn't even try to aim for the boss. No, I was... Wait, what? I'm not dead? I dodged? What? And I somehow healed too? What is happening? I don't understand why I'm still alive. Why I was still alive. Crap. Well, I did a lot better for a time, but then I I saw myself definitely at 1 hit point for at least once. Wolf Cub rescue. Well, we did make some progress. We did unlock obelisks and we did rescue the Wolf Cub. And we made almost 600 gold, which is nice. Oh boy, though. This boss fight. I mean, we're getting a little bit stronger every time, so obviously we're going to do it eventually. And I don't know how many runs you're expected to lose before making it. I mean, I'm sure that it's theoretically possible. It's definitely, obviously, theoretically possible to probably beat the entire game without upgrading at all. I'm sure people have done it. Probably even on hard mode. I mean, definitely. People just do that kind of thing. Even though, it, you know, as much as it might baffle me. But I mean, what's going on now? Huh?
Kevin returned from his saga with barely a scratch.
His saga?
Yet he found no appreciation from his
Do we actually
family,
get a bunch of money?
especially his father.
Please tell me that we get just a boost of
Linda
gold.
on his side, his father was still mad at him for endangering himself and worrying them all, including his pregnant mother. His favorite line, asking how he could be so inconsiderate. He wondered whether Uncle Ben would understand his bravery and initiative better. With his heroic act unrecognized, the young boy waited, frustrated, expecting more punishment. What Kevin had not expected was his parents' reaction. Heartened by his courage, his father was going to teach him the ways of battle, and his mother was far from the frail and always worried housewife she had seemed. A Bergson through and through, she gave him her blessing and asked only that he temper his courage with caution.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, they really should have done that a long time ago when it was clear that he was eager to fight, because, you know, something was bound to happen. But here we are.
Perhaps Uncle Ben was the happiest of them all. Not only had his nephew held his own in combat, but had done so with the weapons he had made for him. Kevin only wished his older brother Mark was there to witness his rise to the family calling.
Well, we kind of had it spoiled that he will be here eventually, so that's good. Nice. So now we have a third playable character, huh? Oh, and now we have the wolf pup.
Although in the safety of the Bergson's house, the young cub was not yet free from danger. Exhaustion racked the animal's body, its chest heaving for even the smallest of breaths. The family believed several plants found deep in the nearby caves, combined together, could serve to remedy the situation.
We have to actually do a side quest before we save the pup. Okay. Whenever Margaret deciphers the tablet, Rhea reveals something new to the Bergsons. Given enough resources, she will then be able to strengthen the family. Okay, so yet another mechanic that will eventually, slowly but surely, add more power to my arsenal. That's awesome.
The mysteries of the world were like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
Margaret's Book of Knowledge is now unlocked. She can decipher ancient knowledge from reliefs in dungeons and help the Bergsons through their journey. Okay, cool. What? Oh, we only have one thing unlocked. Obelisk Remembrance increases the efficiency of obelisk effects. Huh. Duration up by 40%. That is not exactly cheap, though. Not exactly. Increases the amount of experience gained from enemies. Yes, give me this. Oh no, I want this. I'm a sucker for increased experience gains, especially when it's an open-ended system like this. I mean, it's always a kind of a weird thing in things like, for example, I guess the Fallout games have had these, right? Perks that increase your experience gain. And it's always a weird balance, and I wonder every single time. I mean, I'm always inclined to get them, but at the same time I wonder if, you know, spending the point somewhere else doesn't mean that, or rather spending the point there it means that I spent an entire level's worth of experience on getting more levels in the end. And it's always, you know, a question of whether over the course of the game you will, the extra experience from that level invested in, or possibly several levels worth of experience or of skill points invested in that skill, will make up for the experience that you spent in the first place, right? Obviously, in this case where there are several characters to level with probably no cap, this is a kind of a no-brainer to get, if I could. Increases more drop from enemy. I mean, same thing here. Obviously, it will cost a bunch at first, but it will, over time, definitely be worth it. Unlocks runes for various slots. Increases runes durability. Runic knowledge. Huh. Okay. Increases the rate at which gemstones are dropped. That's gonna be super huge. I mean, all of these. Grants a second divine relic slot and decreases the cooldown of divine relics. Yeah, I mean, all of these are absolutely amazing. And I mean, honestly, the Shrine Remembrance might be the least useful out of all of these, which makes sense for it to be unlocked first, you know. Oh, we can actually also conveniently toggle between these. That's really nice. Let's see here. We still don't have anything else unlocked. I wonder what is necessary to unlock these. I wish it gave you a little hint as to what to do. I mean, obviously they're just going to be unlocked over time, but still. I mean, more damage seems like the way to go. I wish I could get both, but I can't, so yep, more damage it is. And we're not too far from getting this one, but yeah. Also, it does not seem like that money bag that Kevin brought in actually was added to our fortune, which is unfortunate. That would have been a nice touch. The cat is not there. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if it's always somewhere to be found. It doesn't seem to be the Bergson's... Oh, never mind. There it is, in the house. So it is their cat. It was probably hanging out somewhere in the house before and I just didn't notice it. Okay, wow. So, this was only a run, but we did make it to the boss again pretty handily, I want to say. So getting there, at least as Linda, isn't a problem. I'm curious to play as John again and see if maybe the upgrades I got in the meantime make a difference. In, you know, enough of a difference to allow me to reach the boss with him and not struggle along the way so much. But of course there's also the new character, assuming that Kevin is now available. Wouldn't make sense if he weren't. Oh, there he is. Training. But either way, I'm going to wrap it up here. It's, yeah, I mean, it didn't feel like a long episode, but I guess we did make some progress again. I mean, obelisks, a whole new upgrade system, and the prospect of saving the wolf pup. Does it say anywhere? Huh. Okay, it's just... Yeah, Kevin is now available in character selection. He has learned the ways of the assassin. Right. I mean, that being said, I am eager to give him a try, of course, but he is another melee character, and I definitely feel like being ranged and staying away from enemy as much as possible is the way to go, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe he'll feel more natural to me than his father does. A Book of Rhea. When Margaret deciphers the tablet, Rhea reveals something new to the Bergsons. Right, okay, so we'll just have to encounter Margaret a couple more times in the dungeon where she's studying some old relief. And Obelisk Remembrance upgrade is unlocked. Right. Yes. Okay, so we can clear these. It doesn't say anything about the specifics of those herbs that we're supposed to find for the pup, but I'm guessing that's just going to happen automatically, and there definitely is not a chance that we'll mess it up and it's going to die because we don't find them fast enough. That is definitely not going to be a thing. Because that would just be too cruel. Anyway, yeah, as I said, we're going to call it an episode here. And next time, I don't know if I want to jump into a Kevin run right away. I might save that morsel for, well, honestly, I probably should at least give him a try. We had 2 episodes of Linda in a row now, and you know, I mean, ultimately I'm gonna play all characters extensively, so it really doesn't matter. I kind of want to keep trying as Linda because, well, we have just gotten a little bit more powerful. Although not a whole lot. I do want to try playing as John again to see how much has changed since last I played him. But maybe I'll just, you know, play the new character. I guess that makes the most sense, probably. Anyway, yeah, enough with the rambling again. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.